The first week of May 2025, a defining moment for President Donald Trump. The first week of May 2025 is well underway, and it's proving to be a high-stakes, fast-moving time for President Donald Trump. As the leader of the United States, his days are packed with critical decisions, swift developments, and major headlines that unfold hour by hour. This is a particularly intense period, filled with both global tension and domestic controversy. From sudden policy moves to unexpected public appearances, President Trump remains at the center of the national spotlight. Let's dive into this week's Trump-related news, not just as headlines, but through a series of unfolding stories that capture the pace, drama, and impact of these remarkable days. Media regulation. Trump signed an executive order defunding NPR and PBS, citing government-funded media bias. Legal challenges followed as public broadcasters argue the move violates existing legislation. Veterans Day proposal. Proposed renaming Veterans Day to Victory Day for World War II and a separate day for World War I. Backlash from veterans organizations led to the White House walking back the idea. Election integrity measures. A new executive order introduced stricter voter ID requirements, passport, birth certificate, under preserving and protecting the integrity of American elections. Critics warned of potential voter disenfranchisement. Economic developments. First quarter GDP showed a 0.3% decline. Trump dismissed recession concerns, blaming previous administrations and emphasizing ongoing efforts to stabilize the economy. National security shakeup. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz was removed. Secretary of State Marco Rubio assumed interim national security responsibilities. Analysts expressed concerns about streamlined decision-making during ongoing geopolitical tensions. Golden Dome Initiative announced plans for an advanced missile defense system against nuclear threats from Iran/North Korea. Early discussions indicated potential collaboration with private defense contractors. Upcoming Gulf Summit. Preparations for a May summit with Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) nations in Saudi Arabia. Focus areas included economic investments, regional security, and AI partnerships. Public statements and media engagement. Declaration of Independence remarks. Trump described the Declaration of Independence as a document promoting unity, love, and respect during an ABC interview. Historians criticized the interpretation as overly sentimental. AI-generated papal imagery. Shared AI-generated image of himself as the Pope on Truth Social amid remarks about great leadership. Controversy arose due to the timing of Pope Francis's passing. Cultural and social issues. Columbus Day versus Indigenous Peoples Day. Announced the restoration of Columbus Day as the federally recognized holiday. Indigenous activists opposed this reversal of Biden-era recognition of Indigenous Peoples Day. Legal/election-related developments. Ongoing legal matters. Continued legal proceedings on several fronts, including investigations into campaign finances and classified document handling from his first term. Trump maintained that these were politically motivated efforts to undermine his administration. Election campaign activities. New fundraising events announced for key swing states. Campaign messaging centered on economic revival, national security, and election integrity. Additional headlines. Renewed efforts to revise immigration court procedures aimed at accelerating deportations. Commentary on geopolitical developments in Ukraine and the Middle East was ongoing as Trump's administration pushed for diplomatic strategies aligning with America First policies. Election integrity (EO). Trump signed an executive order tightening voter ID laws, requiring proof of citizenship to vote. Critics argue potential voter suppression. Gaza ceasefire statement. Trump urged Israel and Hamas to finalize a ceasefire agreement soon, warning of consequences for Israel if negotiations fail. Golden Dome announcement. Detailed missile defense project, pledging $60 billion for Golden Dome. Criticism over feasibility and cost. Statements on Iran threatened severe retaliation after new nuclear enrichment reports surfaced. Pentagon preparing contingency plans. Economy and jobs. GDP decline report. minus 0.3%. Trump dismissed recession rumors, saying tariffs on China will bring jobs back. Papal AI post. Shared AI-generated Pope image on Truth Social, stirring controversy and satire online. NPR/PBS defunding. Signed EO cutting funding to NPR and PBS, alleging bias. Columbus Day proclamation. Reinstated Columbus Day as a national holiday, angering indigenous activists. Veterans Day proposal. Floated renaming Veterans Day to Victory Day, but backtracked after backlash. Declaration of Independence remarks. Called it a declaration of unity and love, going viral and triggering historian reactions. Gulf Summit schedule. Announced plans to visit Saudi Arabia to meet with Gulf leaders for economic/trade issues. Rally in Georgia. Hosted a major campaign rally focused heavily on immigration and economic promises for 2025 elections. Legal battles. Trump's legal team continued appeals regarding California's law banning him from future ballots due to January 6 involvement. Social media feuds. Engaged in online disputes with Senate Republicans critical of his election policies. A week in the eye of the storm. The Trump May diaries. The global call. The Oval Office was unusually quiet for a Monday morning. President Donald Trump, now in his third term under extraordinary circumstances, tapped his desk impatiently as aides arranged a secure video call with leaders from NATO. The topic: escalating tensions in the South China Sea. "Let me tell you something," Trump said as the call opened. "America is not backing down. We're bringing peace, but we're doing it strong. Very strong." Critics called it aggressive. Supporters called it leadership. A border surprise. News cameras caught the moment President Trump unexpectedly visited the Arizona-Mexico border wall. He walked alongside National Guard troops, speaking firmly on illegal immigration. "We built the wall. We made it work. And now we're going to double security," he declared, prompting chants of "USA" from a gathered crowd. Meanwhile, protests erupted in Phoenix. Immigration reform advocates accused him of promoting division. The media firestorm was immediate. Economic showdown. At a press conference in New York, Trump announced a new tariff on Chinese electric vehicles, sparking global financial market reactions. "We're protecting American workers," Trump said. "I promised to bring jobs home, and I did. Now we're keeping them here." Wall Street's reaction was mixed. Stocks dipped then surged. Analysts were baffled. The White House praised what they called the Trump Boom 2.0. The legal battle. Outside a Manhattan courthouse, Trump's legal team fought back against a wave of lawsuits tied to his business dealings before and during his presidency. "It's a witch hunt. Always has been," Trump told reporters defiantly. "They can't beat me at the polls, so they try in court. But we're winning bigly." Cable news exploded with commentary. Social media trended with hashtags like #TrumpTrial and #DeepStateAgain. Rally in Texas. In Houston, thousands gathered for a Trump 2026 campaign-style rally, despite no official campaign being announced. He spoke for over an hour, touching on energy independence, foreign policy, and what he called the fight to save America. The crowd roared with every pause. As Air Force One lifted off into the night sky, Trump looked out the window and said to his closest aide, "This isn't just politics. This is history." If you enjoy the video, please like, subscribe, and share.